Welcome back. We continue now. The annual Blackdoor Experience is back with yet another installment happening this afternoon in Bloemfontein. And just like the previous year, the event will feature artists the likes of Sjava, Samthing Soweto, as well as Sanal musician, Mass Music, amongst many others. Now, to share more on the event ahead of this afternoon, we're joined virtually by Chief Creative Officer Nkhokeli, Lindazwe. Good morning, Nkhokeli. Thank you for your time with us here on the SABC at this hour.
Morning. Thank you for welcoming me. It's actually an honor and a privilege, and my first time ever, actually. So I'm quite excited.
Oh, well, hopefully it is the first of many. Congrats on this feat. I mean, the festive season also, it's well underway. And the Blackdoor Experience is happening this afternoon. For those who don't know about this experience and what's on offer, what can be expected?
The annual Blackdoor Experience, it's going to be the second one. The first installment was last year, December, on the 16th of December. It's actually an event that is funded by a staple in the nightlife in Bloemfontein, a nightclub called Nkhokeli. It's arguably the oldest currently running in Bloemfontein. And when it went under new management a few years ago, a lot of things changed. One of which was to say, let's party responsibly and also play an active role within our community. So they funded this particular event called the Blackdoor Experience, which is an annual event that happens in December with partying with a purpose. By purpose, I mean, for instance, the Blackdoor Experience is a 3 months long campaign leading to the event itself. There's an annual charity event that the event does, and it also then promotes through the charity event partying with a purpose and playing an active role within the community in which the club operates. So it's a very beautiful day event where people actually get to, just unwind after a very long year.
Hey.
It's been a very tough year. I think you can agree with me that, this economy hasn't been very kind to us. So we've created an event where you can just come and say, look, just for at least those few hours, let me just escape and just have a bit of fun by listening to some live music and also just enjoying the beautiful scenery and aesthetics that we've created for our patrons.
So thank you for speaking to what's on offer and just also some of the activities in the build-up to this. It's important to not have this as a one-time initiative, especially when it comes to assisting the community, that needs to be ongoing. And so if we're looking at the details and the planning that goes into all of this as it culminates today, what's happening behind the scenes?
I think if you were to look at my face right now, you would see how fatigued I am. And apologies for that, by the way. However, as I said prior, it's been a 3 months long campaign of us just, having a range of activities. And part of the reason why, we treat the Blackdoor Experience as a 3 months long campaign is because we also understand the fundamental, indirect impact that creates. For instance, as an event throughout that period, we're also proud, and are deliberate in knowing that we employ about, a good 300, if not 400 young people. Particularly, when one looks at the current unemployment statistics, particularly in the Free State province, where we currently are from and operating from. Such initiatives play a direct impact in, somewhat alleviating or playing an active role in ameliorating such challenges.
Yes.
Over and above, there's also, if you think about it, the stakeholders and service providers that are involved throughout the process of us, activating this brand, meeting the community, and building up to, for example, the charity event that we had last week, which was such a huge success, for instance. And with the charity event, for instance, this year, what we did is we juxtaposed, the young and the old. So there's an early development center within, a kilometer radius from where we operate, that that we took that was certain resources. And then there's also an old age home, actually, not far from where we operate. And we created an actual fund, which is actually interesting because we were looking into the future by, making sure that the young ones are taken care of in their development, whilst also embracing the elderly that have played an active role in creating, our beautiful community that we live in today, and saying to them, we're not forgotten about you.
Nkhokeli, you've certainly thought this out, thoroughly, because beyond the economic impact and also the job creation, I mean, you mentioned that there are things to do with regards to tourism. Just very quickly, what's on offer? How would you like to promote, the province on that front or the city on that front? But the lineup itself, what are you looking forward to the most?
So I'm looking forward to the fact that we've created a very interesting concoction, because we then listened to some of our patrons who attended last year, because research plays a huge role in how we make decisions on better self. It was quite interesting also, just as you touched base on the tourism, it was quite interesting that we had a lot of patrons last year who came from the Gauteng province. We had patrons from the Northern Cape province, and the East. And that for us as an inaugural event, that was a great feat, actually. If anything, our target was to at least get one, neighboring province, sort of. So to get 3 was actually quite pleasantly surprising. So this year we're targeting more, and we're urging, people who would like to explore the Free State province, a very beautiful province at that. I mean, when you look at where we are, and there's a beautiful scenery of Naval Hill where there's a statue of Nelson Mandela, quite famous statue of Nelson Mandela, for instance. We're actually looking at it yesterday as we were busy setting up. But we're like, actually, we don't realize how beautiful the scenery is that we've created.
Nkhokeli, I'm going to have to interject there. I know this experience is happening this afternoon. So you've painted that beautiful picture, which you all do enjoy. As we end that conversation, the Chief Creative Officer of the Blackdoor Experience, Nkhokeli Lindazwe, this morning joining us to chat about the festival that's happening this afternoon.